Are you still with me? As promised, here's the cost analysis. A few disclaimers first. Since everyone doesn't have access to a warehouse club, I didn't go to Costco to check the prices. I normally do get a lot of stuff at Costco where buying in bulk is a lot cheaper. Those of you who aren't in the United States, this cost analysis might not be very accurate. Plus, there's also another kind of inconvenient problem. The U.S. is the only industrialized country that doesn't use the metric system. And finally, I am a stockpiler. You can probably tell since I shop warehouse clubs. I would probably live in Costco if they offered. That means when something's on sale, I buy large quantities of it, and that will also lower a lot of the prices here. These prices, they're not sale prices. Okay, let's get started. First of all, brown sugar. I actually had to go to the grocery store to get some because I usually buy the big packages. 2 pounds, $2.35. And we used half a cup, so that's 26 cents. I'm not going to go through the math because last time I did that, the whole class fell asleep except for the teacher, and he, well, I guess he's paid to stay awake, so. Honey, it's usually sold by weight in the United States, and I could have bought a bigger bottle, but the savings wasn't that much bigger, and plus granola is the only thing I use honey for. Anyway, it's sold by weight. It says here 16 ounces, but they're not fluid ounces. It's actually 12 ounces per 12 fluid ounces in this 1 pound container. So 1 pound is $3.75, and we only used a third of a cup of it. So if you do the math, it comes out to be 83 cents, which is actually more than I thought it'd be. I was a little surprised. Next, peanut oil. Strangely enough, where I live, you either have the little itty bitty bottles or the big giant bottles. So I just bought the big one. The little one's a rip-off. Only time I buy the little one is when I need something I can pour the big one into so it fits in my cupboard. This big boy is 1 gallon. It costs $13.99, and we only used a third of a cup. So that comes out to be 29 cents. Powdered milk. Again, I didn't buy the biggest one I could have because it wouldn't have fit in my cupboard. It cost $6.99. Serving size, well, it says 1/3 of a cup, and there's 30 servings here, so it's 10 cups. And we used half a cup, so do the math. It's 35 cents for what we used. Cinnamon. Those little bottles you buy at the store, of all spices, they're really expensive. I just buy one of them, and then I refill it by buying bulk. It's actually, the cost is pretty negligible, so I'm not going to count the cinnamon. You buy enough cinnamon to fill up the little bottle. Again, when mine gets empty, it comes out to be about $1, and well, a little bit goes a long way. Oatmeal is bought in bulk. Yay! 89 cents per pound. And doing the math, actually 1 pound is 5.7 cups, so it's almost exact. Set up a proportion, and 5 cups, which is what we used, is 78 cents. Now here's, well, I guess this wasn't that surprising, but the most expensive ingredient is the pecans. You could probably save money by buying, well, a cheaper nut like peanuts, but I prefer pecans. I buy them, well, I usually buy them at Costco, but I checked for prices in bulk. It's $7.99 per pound, $7.99. That's, ouch. Anyway, we used half a cup of pecans. Half a cup is equal to 2 ounces, or 1/8 of a pound. So that's pretty easy. It's $1 for what we used. And I didn't use any dried fruit. You can put dried fruit in there, like I said before. That'll add to the price, but again, this is just a basic recipe. So let's add everything up here. You add it up, it's $2.52 to make the batch of granola. And then I had to weigh the batch. It's actually, you can't just weigh all the ingredients together and add up the weights, because the stuff, well, there's evaporation that happens when the granola is baking. But a batch is 1 pound, 12 ounces, or 1.75 pounds. And you divide 252 by 1.75, you get $1.44. So by my calculations, a pound of granola costs $1.44 to make. You could probably get it down to about $1 a pound if I included shopping at warehouse clubs, and if I also stockpile like I'm so fond of. That's the cost analysis. Hopefully this is helpful to you. I'm gonna try some more things differently, and I probably won't be posting. Well, you probably know I won't be posting as many videos as I did when I first started. I'm always looking for new ideas, so please leave a comment or drop me a line. I'll see you next time. Happy cooking.